you been suffering from a painful knee or an achy foot and all the home remedies that you're trying just aren't working, like ice and stretching and foam rolling? Well, your next step might be to go to the Google search, but what do you type into that toolbar to find a doctor near you that treats your injury? I'm Dr. Sandy Baird. In today's video, I'm going to tell you just that. So hit that like button and stay tuned. If you're new here, please hit subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss a single video that I post weekly. In today's video, I'm going to teach you what a sports chiropractor does, what makes a sports chiropractor different from the traditional chiropractor, and finally, I'm going to make a case for why I think sports chiropractic should actually be called something else. All right, so let's dig in. A sports chiropractor treats musculoskeletal injuries for all parts of the body. Things like plantar fasciitis, runner's knee, swimmer's shoulder can all be successfully treated with sports chiropractic. They are board-certified chiropractic doctors. Next up, let's look at the 3 things that make a sports chiropractor different from a traditional chiropractor. Generally, a sports chiropractor has additional training in sports injury management, extremity adjusting, which is adjusting the fingers, the wrists, the toes, the knees, more than just the core training in necks and backs in the chiropractic curriculum, as well as manual therapy training. I've personally attended the 100-hour CCEP program, which is the Certified Chiropractor Extremity Practitioner course, and it includes such modules as TMJ, ribs and shoulder girdle. There's principles of upper extremity management, lower extremity management, foot, gait and orthotics, global management of the extremities, as well as several more. I've also attended about a dozen active release techniques seminars, which are intensive 3 to 4 day workshops going over specific muscle work techniques to break down the adhesion that builds up in commonly overworked muscles. I'm also Graston certified, which is a set of stainless steel tools used for instrument-assisted soft tissue technique. I'm also certified in spider tech taping, and I've taken courses on video running analysis, myofascial decompression, shoulder rehab, extremities management, and things like that. I've even ventured out into the physical therapy world and taken some of the courses offered by some of the more popular continuing education companies. And they don't even count towards our CE as chiropractors, unfortunately, but I do these courses because I want to continue learning and I want to continually build my skill set. Now, with all that bragging out of the way, let's get on to the second thing that makes sports chiropractors different than traditional chiropractors, and that is extremity adjustments. You wouldn't believe how many patients come into my office only to reveal that they have never had their feet adjusted. So with any foot pain, knee pain, hip pain, low back pain, you'll always have to check the feet. There's 26 bones in each foot, and they all slide and glide and move in each other in all these unique and different ways. And if any one of those joints gets stuck, it's not going to be able to move. And the body's going to grab that motion from higher up in the kinetic chain. Those compensations often cause pain. A sports chiropractor has likely spent many lunchtime periods during their chiropractic college program in the extremities lab, learning how to adjust feet, learning how to adjust shoulders, practicing to improve and get better upon those adjustments, not just learning how to adjust backs and necks. And this isn't a knock on any traditional chiropractors. Chiropractic, at least in the United States, started off with a neck adjustment. And many traditional chiropractors are focused on those original founding principles, the philosophy of chiropractic, and the original technique. But if you are having a foot problem or a shoulder problem, you may be better served by finding a sports chiropractor. And this brings us to the third reason why sports chiropractors are different than traditional chiropractors, and that is manual therapy modalities and therapeutic exercises. So there's many models of chiropractic services available. Visits with a sports chiropractor tend to be a little bit more comprehensive. So a typical session with me includes chiropractic adjustments of the full spine, chiropractic adjustments to the extremities that we're looking at, manual therapy to those areas, as well as exercises and modalities as appropriate. A lot of my patients remark that this feels more like physical therapy than it does like chiropractic. And I can see why they say that, as there is a significant overlap in the scopes of sports chiropractors and physical therapists. So if you have a foot problem, adjusting your back and your hips will be better than doing nothing. Building upon that, if you adjust your foot, your knee, your hip, your back, you're going to get even better results. And you can keep going up this pyramid. So if we add in finding the muscles that are overly worked and have built up adhesion, and then treating those with manual therapy, that's going to get you even further results. There's also things that layer into that as well, like myofascial decompression and some of the other modalities. And then we're also likely to find a weakness in the hip or the glute that reveals itself upon muscle testing. So if we can figure out what is weak and then start doing some therapeutic exercises to strengthen that up, we can really buttress up the strength of the hips and the glutes. And then for some people, they have an event or an activity that they're really trying to work through. And so at kind of the top of the pyramid is that supportive taping and other supportive things that you can do to get them through that event. So I know that's a lot of information. If you have any questions, please type them below in the comment section and I will reply to them. And finally, here's why I think sports chiropractic is not the best name for what we do. You could be a competitive soccer player or you could be a less active person, but you can still suffer from the same overuse and repetitive injuries. So what we really need to get better is spine and extremity adjusting, manual therapy, modalities, and therapeutic exercises. So let's go. Here we go. Deep breath. Spine and extremity adjustment, manual therapy, supportive therapies, and therapeutic exercises. Chiropractic. Whew, I'm exhausted just saying that, and it's a lot to type into that Google search bar. This may be controversial within our chiropractic community, but I think sports chiropractic should actually be called physical therapy chiropractic. Unfortunately, due to chiropractic licensing regulations, we are not allowed to advertise ourselves as physical therapists. Now, we are allowed to say that we do physiotherapies, and we have a good amount of physiotherapies training in our curriculum. And like I mentioned before, there is that scope overlap. So we can't say physical therapy, but we can say physiotherapy. I know the vowels make all the difference here. So I propose that we call sports chiropractic physiotherapy chiropractic. What do you think? Let me know if that would make it easier to connect with a provider if you had a better term for it. Leave your comment down in the section below. All right, so go ahead and hit that like button, share the video with someone who you think it would be beneficial to. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can do that here. There's also more videos that you might be interested in here. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.